Hello everybody, John Craig here with Performance Plus Tennis. Welcome to today's video, and I'm really excited to take a look at Alexander Zverev's serve with you and show you the things he's done to make his serve a big weapon and a big reason why he's in the finals of the Australian Open 2025. And you can see he's just got a beautiful serve. The percentages are way up, the power is way up, his targeting is way better. Look at that beautiful inside-out forehand. Let's listen to Alex.
So the number one thing that we changed over the past, I think, 4 or 5 years is lowering the toss. Yep. So it's a fluid motion. So I actually hit the tennis ball at the highest spot that I can and not waiting for it to go down.
Now let's go ahead and take a look at Alex's serve here. We're going to compare the U.S. Open 2020, which is here on the left side of your screen, to the Australian Open 2025 here on the right. And we're going to just back it up a little bit here and take a look right here. And we're going to watch him enter into his serve. A little bit of a difference here. You can see there's more lag in his playing arm here at the U.S. Open 4.5 years ago. You can see that. The racket looks like it's more in a position here now where he's starting to enter into his swing a little bit earlier. Otherwise, everything else looks pretty close to the same. Here goes the ball. Now, keep in mind that the U.S. Open camera angle is quite a bit steeper than the angle of the camera at the Australian Open. So we're going to see a little bit of a difference here. But let's watch the height of the ball. Then we're going to measure it up here in just a second. So here we are on the left, U.S. Open. Let's go ahead and just mark that ball placement. That's the apex right about there. I think I can make that even more accurate. There we go. And now let's watch this on the left-hand side. Look how far the ball is dropping to get to contact. Right there. Now, compare that with the length of his arm and the racket, and you can see that he's probably tossing that ball 4 feet. If you think about the length of his arm plus 27 inches, we're really looking at about 4 feet. That ball is dropping significantly, and that is a big ball drop, and I'm not an advocate of that much of a height on the ball. Now, let's take a look at the right side here, his current serve, and there is the ball placement, the apex. And now let's take a look and see where he's making contact. And you can see that that is significantly lower. I would call that probably 22 to 24 inches is my estimate. So big difference. And so he can be more fluid, more confident, attack the ball with more fluidity. He doesn't have to measure that timing with the ball dropping 4 feet from the apex. So let's take another look here again and just show you the sequence here. If we watch this, and he places the ball up. Watch this. He's already making contact on the right, and he hasn't even begun to really, the ball's just barely dropping on the left. Look at that. It's just barely beginning to drop. So the interval from when he releases the ball till he makes contact is much shorter, and that gives him an opportunity to be much more fluid and be much more aggressive. It also takes the time away from the opponent to actually read what is going on. So there's so many more positives that are going on with his serve with this, say, 20 to 24 inch ball drop, which is very manageable right here to contact. Beautiful. Versus the one on the far left here, look at how long that takes. Okay, look how long that is. So if we go back and play from the beginning, which is fascinating, we can watch this. He is making contact. He's already made contact, and here on the left, he's barely even into the swing, and now he finally makes contact. So really, my big takeaway for you is to place the ball above the contact point, probably 20 to 24 inches. Give yourself time to get through the full range of motion, load up, and then fly up and make your contact at the highest comfortable point you possibly can. So in this particular case, getting the ball tossed lower has been a big improvement for Alex. And even on the second serve, you can see he slices it off. Second server slices it off. Big point, 3-all in the first set tiebreaker against Djokovic. Hits the corner perfectly. Djokovic can't even reach it. It's gone. So let's take a look at Alex's serve here. And I was able to film this last year at Indian Wells when I was out at the BNP Paribas Open, which I'll be attending again this year. Can't wait for that. But let's take a look at his ball here again. Perfect placement, apex. Apex, and then about, you can see even here, he's probably brought his ball tossed down a little bit even from last year. You can see that the length between the two lines here is probably greater than 32 inches. So that it's come down. It's gotten a lot better, for sure. And you can just see here that the mechanics are outstanding. He can leads with the left hand, loads in. Now, key thing, if you're a pinpoint server, look how he loads in the right foot before the ball gets to the apex. So right here, as the ball begins to descend, he's in a perfect trophy position. You can see that, ready to launch up. So the left arm is going to pull away in a semicircle. We're going to see that in tuck. And we're going to see the legs drive up simultaneously. And he's going to rise up and catch that ball. Look at that contact right there. And you can see the racket is beautifully on edge. Look at that racket. It looks like it's going to cut the ball in half as it's approaching. And then it just turns into the ball. And then obviously that rotational action, that pronation, causes the strings to now face off aggressively to the right. You can see that. And that's beautiful pronation. So he's got it all going on with his serve. He's 6'6". He's got a beautiful motion. He's got a beautiful athletic, movement around the motion, which creates the power, great control, and he's serving amazingly. So he's really off to a great start. So I hope that this video is helpful for you. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave your comments down below. Give us a like. And if you want to learn more about how to develop a professional quality serve, click in the link in the description down below and get my free video, which is the 5 keys to developing a professional quality serve. And that'll help you get on track to producing a professional quality serve and achieving your full serving potential. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and we will see you in the next lesson.